Okay, how's it, guys? It's Richard here from DH Paranormal. So yeah, I've got a lot of questions. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit nervous, but you know what, it is what it is. So yeah, we went to Kempton Park Hospital, and it's a story and a half. Yeah, it was quite freaky. A lot of questions got asked. I saw also on the group, and Desmond has got a few questions for me too. Obviously, that you guys have asked him to ask me. I'm the cameraman, and it's a trip. It's a trip, and I think I took a bit of alcohol before I went into the place, but we don't need to talk about that, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's start with some questions. Yeah.
I just want to introduce myself to you. The people that don't know me, I'm Desmond. You should be knowing me by now. But yeah, as we discussed, that there's a few people asking us on the group and on the Facebook, or the YouTube page, what was our experiences at the Kempton Park Hospital. Well, I'm going to start with Richard. I'm going to ask him a few questions and see what he got to say, what his experiences was, and then you guys can see what his part is, and then I'll explain my part as well of what my experience was at the Kempton Park Hospital. Okay, so Richard, so there were so many people asking, when you got to the Kempton Park Hospital, what was your first thought going through your mind?
All right. Okay. So the first thought.
Yeah.
Well, it's dirty. All right. That's done. It's dirty. But when you walk in there, I'm telling you, it's something that you don't often feel. It was freaky. It was scary. I mean, we were just setting up. We started setting up, and you're already hearing noises. I mean, we got in there. We started looking for our lights. We started, getting our stuff together, and yeah, a few times we actually had to pause and be like, "Hey, what's that? What's that?"
Yeah, some funny noises happening everywhere around it. It was freaky.
So yeah, that was also when we were setting up. So just imagine, all right. Okay, so it was good, but scary.
Would you ever go back there again?
You know what? That's a good question. Listen, I would go back there, but during the day. Okay, I know that I would go back there. There's some places that we couldn't do, sadly.
Yeah, what was that where they spoke about? You said the children's part or something. There was something that we missed completely out of the investigation. We weren't really, the security guards didn't explain. They explained a certain part of the hospital, what happened by the surgery rooms and in the mortuary area, but they didn't explain too much in detail of what areas, what in the hospital itself. So you got told now the other day, with somebody that gave birth to their son in Kempton Park Hospital, that there's a what?
Yeah, so there's a children's, like a children's, what you call it, ward. Right, there was a children's ward where a lot of kids died. Sorry, that was just Desmond playing around with some stuff on the table. Okay, apart from that, yeah, there's a children's ward, and a few kids died there. Apparently, there was like a doctor there that actually, murdered people, murdered the kids, or I don't know the whole story. But obviously, we'll probably try and dig in deeper to find out what's happening with that, right?
Yeah, I'd like to go back and investigate that. As we said previously, or as I said previously in the video, that we couldn't do much investigation because we had a certain time to get in and we had a certain time to get out. So it was just in and out. So we didn't do too much walking around on the other side. There was two parts of the hospital which we didn't really investigate yet. So if we do go back, or we want to go back, then we'll do that part, and then we'll do, like I said, the kids' wards where that happened. That's if it's even true. But the only way to find out is by doing the investigation and communicating with the people there. So yeah, it was fun and games, It was fun and games, but like you also said, it was very scary in the beginning. As you get in there, you get the cold shivers, noises everywhere around you. You didn't know what to expect, like I said. And when you look at when there's noise behind you, and you go looking at the noise, you're running towards that noise, and you see there's nothing there, and then the EMF meter going off crazy. It actually starts freaking you out and like starting to say, "Listen, yes, I think it's time to get the hell out of here."
Yeah, there was a time that when we were up on the third floor, we heard some noises after you opened the door, right?
Was it the first? Was it the?
Yeah,
was it
third or second floor?
One
of the floors, right? Yeah. Is that you opened the door and you heard this noise, and I'm like, no, it can't be, right? And I'm listening to this thing, and it's like, no, there was a noise there. Okay, I'm like, cool, okay, there's a noise. Man, a few minutes later, he opens another door, and we just hear this loud bang.
Yeah, that was freaky. I
was like, no, it can't be. So we charged down this corridor now, trying to find out what the hell's making that noise. And yeah, obviously we couldn't find it. But throughout the thing, we heard multiple noises. You know, it's the
Yeah,
odd now and things. You know, especially when it came down the stairs when that EMF meter.
yeah,
went
yeah. I think
crazy.
it was twice when you. I think it was also that second,
Yeah.
that same floor, that second and third floor when that we heard the noises as you went up or down the stairs. Your MF meter went crazy. You've seen the part one, the MF meter went crazy, and then I think you get in part two as well, where the MF meter crazy the second time coming down or up. I'm not sure, but we'll just go back on the video. If you haven't watched part one yet, go and check it out. You'll see the MF meter going off by the stairs, and I'm sure on the cameras, the noises that we've heard. You'll also be hearing on that video, so please go and have a check of the video. And if you do like it, smash that like button on it. But yeah, besides the Kempton Park Hospital, I would ask you, what is, or a lot of people asked, what is the most scariest place we investigated? What will be yours? I'll say mine was, I think, PE, the Verstappens Bridge. I think, yeah, I don't know what your one was.
Yeah. So that's also a last question. So yes, I actually do agree with the bridge. The bridge was scary, but that's one reason. For me, it's one reason. I had the EMF meter in my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around this bridge now, and you know, nothing's going off. Nothing. I mean, it's green. You know, it's supposed to be red. There's something there. Right. So I'm walking around, and man, this thing went to orange, just to orange. You know, in the middle, I went to orange quickly. And I was like, hey, listen, this thing's gone to orange. You know, it's going to something here. And everyone, nah, there's nothing here. Nothing. Okay. Man, a few minutes, I'm walking around the bridge, and I go further towards the big bridge because we were on the small little
the bottom
bridge,
side
you
of
know,
it.
the bottom side of it. We couldn't quite
Yeah, to
go.
get to there, it was very much bushy, and because
Yeah.
we don't know that area nicely, you know, being in dark, it was, I think, what, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it was pretty late at night.
So we
yes.
didn't just want to walk through there because of snakes, and we don't know what's lying in the bushes. It could be a homeless people lying there, whatever it is.
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
didn't
it
take
was
the
quite
chances.
sketchy. There, a lot of bush there, like you said.
Wow.
But when I went close towards that bush, man, I got the shiver, and it was real. It was cold, and I felt there's something behind me. And not only that, when I looked at the meter, the CMF meter, man, it was going bonkers. Red, completely red.
Yeah.
Now on the app that we had to talk, your wife, she was talking, and there was something keep saying, "I'm behind you," and
Yeah, that was.
it kept calling his wife's name out, and it was insane. So I reckon.
Yeah, okay, and check that video out. It's the Verstappens Bridge.
Yeah.
I think it's part one. It's part one and part two. I'm not sure if it was part one or part two, but between the two of them, part one was where Bree was got communication on the app saying that there's something behind her, and she got this something touching her from behind, like stroking her hair. And then the part two is where the EMF meter went red on yours.
I think so.
I think it was part two, but go ahead and check that one as well, and you'll see all that what we're talking about now. If you haven't watched it, then you'll understand more what we're talking about there.
Yeah, but
That was freaky though.
that was my scariest one. But so far,
Besides that,
actually,
what other one do you think was?
well, there's.
I was thinking. I'll say Kempton Park was. It was very scary and stuff. But the main thing is we didn't get touched there. We didn't get. I don't think there's any demonic spirits in the Kempton Park Hospital because I think it's quite peaceful though. I just think they're trying to communicate with the person. They trying to communicate with the app, but there's so many of them there that they actually. They're talking over each other, so you can't really make out what they're trying to say through the app, the Netrophonic app. So it was quite difficult to try to communicate with them, but I didn't get any. Yes, I got the shivers. I felt a bit weird some places, but I don't think there's anything that's actually to hurt you. Eh?
No.
You didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything bad. So I just think it's just good spirits around rooming the place. You just want to communicate with the person. We're from Stoners Bridge again. Could be bad, could be good. Like I said, we didn't get any harm. We didn't get harmed at the bridge either at PE. It's just that Ubri, which was also, I think she was also holding the camera, that where she said, asked, is there somebody behind me? And somebody said yes, and the stroke of the hair. I think that was just trying to actually let her know that there is somebody with us. So I don't think there's anything bad there either, actually, but yeah.
No, but I think maybe if we stayed there longer, because you see that bridge is people commit suicide there on purpose.
Yes.
That's what that whole bridge is about. Is people jump off that bridge.
Yeah, but
they commit suicide.
Yeah, but if you do go again, that we will definitely go during the day, just a bit earlier. And we're not going to pitch up there 11 o'clock at night again. We'll probably go a bit earlier, and then when the sun's still up, so we can go underneath the bridge and check our way through to underneath the bridge. So if we do investigation again, it will be underneath the bridge, exactly where they committed the suicide when jumping off the bridge. But we'll definitely be doing that again. there is a few other investigations coming up now as well. What we pray, there's quite a bit coming up, but it's just like I said, it's time. Having to be at work and all that, and then having to do some as a hobby, it's just to get a chance to do that and get to the places. But we will definitely be uploading that video of the P bridge again. We're gonna try to do some investigations in Nasna, some in Oudtshoorn, here in Mossel Bay South, the Four Clip, and then there's 2 places in George as well that apparently we must still go investigate. So we're just trying to get hold of the people so we can arrange for the investigation in George. So that is also hopefully the upcoming videos that will be uploaded as well.
No, that 4 clip.
Yeah, Four-Clip. Yeah,
So what happens is, if many people don't know the story, a lot of people think that there's something demonic there. That's basically letting people ride off the mountain, right? So a lot of deaths have happened
cliff,
there.
yeah.
It's a cliff. So basically, it's a cliff, a mountain kind of thing, and right down is rocks and then the sea. Now, a lot of people have died there because they're just riding and they ride straight. So I don't know if they try and commit suicide or not, but I'm not quite sure about that because, there was recently a family of a mother and a daughter and a son. And the mother and the daughter, I think, sadly passed away, and the son survived. But it was a big thing, and it keeps happening. You must know it's roughly
happened,
about 4 or 5 accidents. Roughly.
Yeah, not about, I think, like 2-3 months ago, another incident happened where somebody went off the cliff. I think it was a man.
Yeah,
I'm not just sure. Yeah, man in the bucky or something like that. It went off the cliff now recently, about 3 months ago, plus minus. But that's what I said we would. We were there previously. We were there, but our camera, when we were recording all that, our lights was just because it's such an open area and we didn't have the equipment then, or the lighting equipment, so it wasn't really a good picture. So we just decided just not to upload it. We got a lot of communication there, I must say, but just the lighting on the video was up to no good. So we just decided, no, we're just going to scratch it. But that's why we're going to go back there again with the new equipment we got, all the new lights we got now, to have a good quality video for you guys, and then have the full investigation uploaded to YouTube for you guys to watch.
Yeah, so that's something you guys can actually look forward to.
Yeah.
Is that one there. It's going to be quite good, I'm telling you. It's lovely. It's also just a nice scenery there, obviously.
Yes.
You can see the
Yeah, we'll go there probably,
there.
but we'll go a bit earlier as well, and just see the whole scenery for people that haven't been there, and then we'll probably just stay there until midnight and then start doing the investigation a bit later on.
Yeah, so you could also do that, yes. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people died there, and hopefully we can get something there
Some
to
answers.
why or what happened, or how did they lose control of their vehicle or something like that, I'm actually amazed that this road hasn't been blocked off though. Because,
Apparently they were saying that it'll be blocked off
crazy.
now for how long, but it's just not doing that. It's I don't know what's going on there, to be honest. It is.
Yeah, the people around there have actually said that it's a demon that's sitting there. The residents obviously say it's a demon that's there. That's
Locking the people down the
doing
cliff or
people.
something like that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's quite bad. But other than that, what else is there?
That's basically that. If you guys have any questions or anything to ask us, please leave comments below. We're happy to go and do another. We're even planning on, we can even do a live with you guys if you want to. Just comment below if you guys would like a live video so we can communicate with each other. You can ask as many questions you want, we can answer them. But for those of you that haven't liked any of our videos and subscribed, please do so. It will help us a lot. This is not all about making money, but it does help if we can get our subscribers up, to help fundraise to all our trips we do. Into all the investigation, accommodation, it'll help towards that. So please, once again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified for new uploaded videos, push the notification bell. And then once again, if you like the videos, smash that like button.
Cheers.
Cheers.